Ranking historical disasters by if I would survive them or not. Warning, this video contains facetious comments that may trigger your... If you don't care to watch good content, you can click off the video right now. Viewers' discretion is advised. I'm gonna list historical events, tragedies, disasters, whatever you want to label it as. And I'm going to let y'all know if I would clutch the situation or not, if I was present in it. Let's get on with the video! Any famous school Now, I'm not gonna name any specific ones because in the US, there's too many instances to just make one of the topic of discussion. But as a person who was 5 to 10 years old in the United States of America, I've seen how changed schools across the country. Like, if anyone outside the state sees this, they make us do practice drills on scenarios if someone wants to hurt as much people as they want in the worst way. I gotta describe it in PG terms for YouTube, but you can infer what that means. So this is something on the list that I somewhat have experience with, especially growing up in Texas, because Texas has more than people, bro. So it's the most rampant place in the whole world. So I remember being like 8 years old and they made us practice what to do if someone came to school with a and wanted to kill everyone. They made the teacher turn the lights off in the classroom, all the kids sit on the floor and against whatever wall that was the furthest from the door. And we all had to stay silent for an indefinite amount of time until the threat was eliminated. Eliminated, is that the word to use? Yeah. Now, I always thought this was bullshit, bro. A school knows people are in the classroom. So I always thought this was just terrible advice. And I don't know why this was the procedure. Up until I graduated, they made us do this, bro. And it always pissed me off. You could put the barrel of a against the window of a classroom door and then just inside it. Like, what? Huh? There actually was a case in my high school where someone had a like, all right, I don't know the details specifically. I don't know the full details. I guess they were trying to keep the shit confidential information, but my school actually did shut down and we had a school threat. And I must have been out of the classroom in the hallway or something, because I just remember literally running off campus and going into the Walmart next to my high school. I didn't stay in the school and hide behind a trash can hoping that the shooter doesn't see me. Like, what? Like, are we serious? So, from personal experience in this scenario, someone walks in the front door of a school, they start to remember no rushing. I'm running out the fucking building. If you hear gunshots, bro, remove yourself from the threat. A door and a window isn't safer than being away from the area altogether. But I do know that there was a case where a shooter pulled a fire alarm so everyone would leave the building. Then he at people while they were exiting. So yeah, that's tough right there. Surviving this, it's easy in my eyes. Unless the shooter does the fire alarm strategy, I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, whenever we did have a fire drill, nobody took it seriously. I never took it seriously. Most people didn't take it seriously. If there was a fire drill, then that's the perfect time to find your friends that you don't have in 6th period AP algebra with, and then just link up. So in this scenario, I feel like I will be good too, because I'm not zooming out of the school with the fire alarms going off, huh? Hell no. Unless the fire is in the classroom I'm in, or I see the fire in the hallway in the cafeteria or something, I'm not going to hurry and leave the school. I'm going to slip away from the class I'm in. I'm going to try to find my friends before we leave. I seriously feel like school things are only bad because of how they teach kids how to go about it if it ever happens. Like, because a lot of kids aren't like me. A lot of kids, they aren't going to think for themselves. They're going to stay put in a classroom like they're taught. But someone like me, if I'm hearing shots, I'm off the damn campus faster than a virgin's first time. Now, here's the thing about me. I need to get this out the way because it's a very important thing to factor in with myself. If I'm in any building with a lot of stories or floors, I'm never going to be high as hell in that building. I'm always going to be on the lower floors. Bitch! Because if I need to leave, it's going to take forever to get out the building if I'm on top of the floors and shit. It's like sitting in Los Angeles traffic. I'm always going to be on the bottom floors. That is for certain. With that being said, let's play out this scenario, alright? I'm a part of, like, alright, not in the, but like in the building. Alright, I'm a part of heaven. I'm likely going to be on the first or second floors, probably in the bathroom doing lines of cocaine, probably with my coworker, probably alone. All of a sudden, you hear everything shaking. Pause. I'm gonna be like, what the is that? And I start hearing screaming too. I'm not gonna know what's going on, but I'll know it's not good. And I'm hoping it's just the I'm tripping off the I step out the bathroom and people are confused for a couple seconds, just like I am, but eventually you start seeing people trying to run out the building. Then you could bet you're a large testicle I'm gonna start running too. Cause here's the thing about people. We don't question why a large group of people are running. We're not like, well, let's get to the bottom of this. No! If we see people running, we're gonna start running with them and ask questions later. So yeah, after the first, I'm out the building within 5 minutes. Just being completely honest, bro. I'm walking outside and seeing all the debris on the ground, and I ask somebody, what the hell happened? And they'll say, oh, to our building. And then yeah, obviously the day's over. Get in your car and go home. But let's in the very slight chance scenario, I am floors up in the building for whatever reason. Maybe someone up that high needed me for something. I low-key feel like I still would survive, because I'm a very observant person. If I look outside the window and I see something towards the direction I'm in from a distance, I'm gonna be like, damn, this is really a tall ass building. There's a bird flying on the same level I'm standing on. Then the shit gets a little closer. I quickly realize, damn, that's not a fucking bird. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's not. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I've been nothing but honest this whole video so far. I'm going to notice that and I'm going to use somebody as a human shield. I'm just being honest. So I would survive the hitting the, but where I would not survive is the part where I'm inhaling all the smokes and fumes, because like I said earlier, I do cocaine. I don't smoke weed. Weed is bad for you. So the only way I don't survive this is under extremely unlikely circumstances that could play out. But knowing how I am, I realistically wouldn't even be around for a second. If I'm in the tower where the first is, I'm on the bottom floors, so I'm out of there. That's for certain. If I was in the tower where the second, I would be out the building before the second came. If a in the building right next to mine, why would I be oblivious to that? The second 17 minutes later from the first one. I could nut 17 times in 17 minutes, let alone leave a building. So I have an extremely high chance of making it out of this one. It's crazy. Was Adesanya responsible for this day? The Titanic. Now the Titanic, the only reason why a physically capable adult male wouldn't have a fair chance of surviving this is because they want to be all chivalrous. And is that how you say it? Chivalrous? And give lifeboats to the women and children. Alright, it's fine for the kids. I understand the children. But why are you sacrificing your life for a woman? She better be your wife if you do that. I know for a fact there were men on the Titanic that gave the lifeboats to random women just because they thought they looked good. Bro, she's not gonna let you hit beyond the grave. Are you stupid? I'm not joking. If you Google Titanic survivors, tell me the gender that you see most in the images. You can do it right now. Do it while you're watching this. I'll wait. You see? Look at the images, bro. Look! A guy like me, if I see a woman or a skinny man taking up space on a lifeboat, I know what I gotta do next, bro. This is life or death at hand. It's not a game. Why would I seriously sacrifice myself for a random woman? You look foolish dying to save a woman, and not even days after the fact, she's getting from the back by another man who never did anything as sacrificial as that for her. In situations like this, you gotta put yourself first. I'm taking a lifeboat the easy way or the hard way, but I'm surviving. I will be cold, but in the end, I will be alright. But ultimately, to prevent all this altogether, I would tell them to stop the f***ing ship. For those who have never been at sea before, just close your eyes for a second. Alright? Are they closed? I promise I'm not gonna do anything gay. Just close them, okay? Alright? You see how you don't see when they're closed right now? That's exactly how this looks at sea. You can open your eyes now. If the moon's not out and we can't see shit, there's warnings of ice, then you need to stop the fucking boat. The reason why they didn't stop is because they didn't want to give the hoes the ick or turned them off. Like, bro, it's never that serious. I have a good chance of surviving this, but I take precautionary measures with everything I do. 30% of people that boarded the Titanic survived. 30%, that's a high percentage in my book. This is a relatively easy mission to complete. The bubonic plague, also known as the Black Death. Now, this is a sticky situation, bro. Pause. Because I had the flu earlier this year on my birthday. I know, right? And it makes 5 minutes feel like 2 hours because of how much discomfort you're in. So, as a man, we could break our arm and walk it off. We can get hit in the balls, and realistically, we could walk it off after some time. But sickness, bro, you gotta wrap it up. There's no recovery for that. But here's an important thing to factor in. This disease, it was amplified by people just straight up being unsanitary and not taking care of themselves. This is easily fixed through just soap. And soap has been around thousands of years. People in Europe back then, they would shower with just water, no soap. No wonder y'all had the deadliest pandemic in history. This killed 50 million people. They like to kiss everyone on the cheeks and hands that they meet. They have gay. They litter so much, you'll slip on a banana peel every 25 steps if you're not careful. It's like, bro, give up. The bubonic plague will be an easy mission for me, bro. I'm just gonna be honest. It's 2025 and I still never had. In times of a pandemic, I can't envision myself failing, bro. So, on the chance I have sex with the wrong back then and catch the Black Death, it still wouldn't kill me. Why the would I die to a disease? Huh? Hell no. If I were to die, it needs to be at 100 miles per hour or in a blazing fire or explosion. Why would I die to a infection? I'm a man. If you're a man watching this, then this is something you need to realize, okay? You're bigger than that. Pause. You're bigger than the infection. Ascertain that in your head. Bitch! We're not dying because of a fever, bro. Next one. The hologram. I'm calling the hologram. So YouTube doesn't get upset and choose to flag me for saying it too much, alright? This is already an iffy video to make as it is. But that's what I make videos for. I don't want to make boring videos. I have to be completely honest. School tells you only I have to say the J's. If I say these actual words, my video is actually gonna get taken down. School only tells you the J people were victims of witch camps. But if you grab me now in 2025 and put me in Germany back then, they're sending me to boot camps too. Now, first off, there will be a lot of snitches in this scenario. So it'd be like I'm playing Assassin's Creed in real life. Here's the stinger though. As a black man, our #1 gift besides basketball, it's evasiveness. A lot of us will go our whole life without knowing who our dad is. A lot of us are hide and seek champions. Another thing is, it's nighttime 50% of the day, which is something I could use to my advantage since my skin is darker than everyone else. I know this because in English class back in school, whenever the teacher would turn the lights off to play something on the projector, people with lighter skin will always ask me, oh, where did Margo? Where did Margo? Because they couldn't see me anymore. I David Blaine disappeared before everyone's eyes. Now, considering everything I just told you, I think it'd be harder to explain how I couldn't survive this time period than how I could. While it's nighttime, I'll camouflage, right? And I'll steal bread and apples from stores. This is a game a Nazi could never beat me in. Even Michael Phelps can't swim with sharks. Hell yeah. Straight stealth all night and rest during the day. Somewhere in the middle of the woods. From 1941 until 1945. I'll do that every day. It's like, come on. Men could avoid their baby mothers for 18 years. In an era of social media and cameras. So what is 4 years avoiding these? Think about that. There were no phones back then. Jack the Ripper people and went 120 years before anyone identified him. So being low-key in the 1940s, that's child's play. Chernobyl. Now, this one may seem a little catastrophic, but let me explain how I would go about this, okay? Like I said already, I'm an American, bro. Our food is genetically modified organisms, GMO foods, okay? Our water has fluoride in it, okay? They put kids in our favorite chicken sandwiches, bro. Every time a child goes missing, they make more chicken sandwiches. Our air is polluted with all types of shit. but I could still run a 6-minute mile. How much is that? How much is that in kilograms? I don't know. You can do the conversion right now while you're watching. I don't know. I just feel like the men at Chernobyl, they weren't conditioned to those standards because their environment was just cleaner. So they got f***ed up by it even more. All that radiation and all that. All I'm saying is, I would fare better than everybody that was originally there. I'm not saying I would be unaffected by it though. Like, I definitely would grow an extra penis on my chest over time because all the radiation. But at the end of the day, I like my chances against Chernobyl. I feel like I would survive, bro. I really like my chances. I know a small amount of people may feel like that's ridiculous to say, but you should never doubt yourself and your ability to survive. You'd be surprised on what you could accomplish, bro. Especially as an American, bro. Squaw! Hiroshima Nagasaki now. With this one, I think I finally met my match. Realistically, nobody's surviving this for obvious reasons. We dropped the bomb on Japan at 8 in the morning. Most people are still asleep or just waking up at that time. Imagine waking up because a bright ass light emitted from your window and it's the last thing you ever can see before you're literally erased from existence like Doodle Bob. I could give the pussy answer of, the US did warn Japan that they will be attacking the area some way, so I wouldn't even be in a city. I would have evacuated, bro. I wouldn't give that answer because then I'm not even a part of the event at that point. So yeah, I wouldn't survive this. I admit defeat. It's like the bug before you hit it with a shoe. It's like it stands no chance. Easy number one. Mar finally met his match, hell yeah. I can't think of anything else right now, so I'm down for a part 2 in the future. Let me know.